Good morning and happy Sunday. Thanks for tuning in to the second episode of Free the Society. I'm Wesley Davis, and today we're going to take a trip over to Depot Park here in Gainesville, Florida, where we're going to be meeting up with Tim and Stephanie, who are traveling in a 202 square foot tiny home, and it is absolutely beautiful. But what's even better is the message that they are spreading. So I'm going to go ahead and link below their website and all their social media, so be sure to go check them out. As this vlog series progresses, I want to go ahead and share to you guys other people's stories and these individuals who are living the life that they want to live and pursuing their passion. And we just want to find out why they do what they do. So right now we're going to head over to Depot Park and let's go meet Tim and Stephanie.
Overhang lip like that would sit on it and lift up with like a hydraulic.
Yeah, something to hold it up.
Oh man, I dream about it.
We also have a YouTube channel. We're filming our experience of becoming minimalists ourselves, the challenges, funny stories of getting our house stuck in a sand pit.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm Stephanie Arney, and I'm the co-host of the Creative Animal Tour.
My name is Tim Davison. I am also the co-host of the Creative Animal Tour, and she's being bashful. She's also the host of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom and an all-around badass.
Honey,
And
gotta stop saying that.
I know, but it just has a ring to it. And I'm also a wildlife artist, and we're working on many different projects, but this is our main one.
Great. How long have you guys been on the road so far?
In the tiny house only?
Yes, in the tiny house.
Okay.
He says that because we were on the road for like 5 months, living out of our Prius and camping and Airbnb and
For this project.
for the first 5 months waiting for this project to get ready, for this tiny house to get ready. So
So this is a luxury.
that's so true. We left in May.
Yeah.
We left in May. We lived out of the Prius and traveled around mostly the parks around in the west coast and in Colorado, and made our way to Pennsylvania and got the house in September. So 7 months we've been in this house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. How is it so far?
I
I
love,
love
it.
it. Yeah.
I really like it.
What I tell people is the first 2 weeks were rough. So just like moving into any new house.
Or any change, for that matter.
Yeah.
Always the first
So we
couple
were
weeks is
bumping
hard.
into each other. We didn't have storage built out, so our stuff was everywhere.
everywhere.
It wasn't sorted.
That poor corner.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
The art studio didn't happen like
For a
I
long
wanted.
time.
Yeah. Or,
But-
I'd like move everything over and like paint for a night, and then move everything back. It was a pain.
So eventually we figured out storage situations that would work well for us. And so the first couple weeks was a little bit rough, but after that it's been smooth sailing. It's been awesome.
So the transition from the common house to like something mobile like this, have you seen it being somewhat difficult? Or like if you guys lived in a house before and pretty much people tend to have a lot of stuff and accumulate a lot of stuff, and that transition from going to having so much to something minimal, have you guys had to go through that at all? Or
Oh, we've definitely had to go through the downsizing several times throughout our lives. Steph grew up moving a lot. I didn't. I spent my first 18 years one house.
So weird.
But then as soon as pretty much both of us, were adult age, we hit the ground running. And, throughout the college thing, you downsize to do that. And then we started traveling, both very separately. And then, you travel throughout your 20s, you downsize. But then when we met, we tried to do the stable, regular American life,
I think
we
when
rented a house
met,
and
we were like, maybe we should try this, which is so stupid because we both loved traveling.
And we had the idea to begin with, like, let's get an RV and do this.
Let's live on the road, and this was like 4 years ago. And
do you think this is a sustainable way to live?
no, just kidding.
I was like, well, okay, you heard it here first.
It's better. Obviously, are we going back to living how we did 100,000 years ago? Obviously not. We're not living off the land here. I mean, is it better than the average American lifestyle? Of course it is.
The average American uses 30 kilowatts of energy a day. Both of us together use 18 in a week. And that's just energy. Composting toilet saves 500 to 800 gallons of water between the two of us every single week. It's stuff like that where we've cut out as many single-use plastic as possible. We rarely buy new things. If we do, we try to get it used. Almost the entire house is sustainable as it can be. Low VOC paints and stains. We got completely recycled roofing, reclaimed barn wood throughout, sustainable bamboo flooring, composting toilet. We're doing the best that we can.
Mhm.
We're aware of what products we buy, from food to soap to makeup, everything. And there's we just found out our candle was made out of oil. We didn't know that. So now we've learned, and now we're going to be more aware of the candles that we buy.
Mhm.
So we're trying. We're not perfect, but we're trying, and we're hoping that when people come into this house, they are inspired in their own way to take steps to live more sustainably as well.
Why do you do what you do?
The why. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's an important question.
Mhm.
It's the most important question.
Yeah, it is, truly. I guess to start off is we listened to a TED Talk a year ago, 2 years ago, and it was about
Simon
the most
Sinek?
the most successful businesses lead with the why. You're familiar?
Yep, I've seen it
Still
several
gotta work.
times.
Still
yeah.
got to work on it. It's a hard thing to
Yeah,
practice.
so we're still trying to craft that, but we know it has to do with animals and nature for us. And if we can lead with that, we can relate to anybody, regardless of race, religion, political views. People love nature, people love animals, because they are an animal. They are nature. We've gotten so far away from that. So if we can lead with that and wanting to make it better, to, in a sense, make it whole again, to make humans a part of the planet again instead of separate from.
I think, you know, for me, like, I think it's expanding on that. I have felt since I was a little girl very connected to this planet and the magic of that. And when I see other people so disconnected from it, it makes me lonely. It makes me feel, I feel like an alien. Like, I feel like an alien trying to be this other thing, this other society that we've turned into. And it feels, I don't feel as joyful and happy. I don't know if, I don't feel like my existence has as much of a purpose if I'm not doing something that revolves around the fact that I am an animal that's made of all the same things as the trees and the rocks and the plants, and the animals are all made of the same thing. And I wish that we would celebrate that more. And so that's, I think, my why. So I want people to see that, because when you do, it's magic. And it's just, for some reason, when you get to see it, it makes your head go like, wow, I remember that I'm attached to all these things, and that when you see how it's all connected, like nature, Mother Nature, how this earth formed, and the food webs and the processes, and when you see how it's all connected, it blows your mind. And you're like, how the hell did this happen? And I wish more people could see the things that I've seen. Or even just take an effort to go in their backyard, because if they did, they would see it. And if they, and when they would see it, it would spark them, and they would feel a purpose. So many people don't love themselves, and so why would they don't feel like they have a purpose, and they feel empty and sad. And if you don't love yourself, how could you be kind to your neighbors, or be kind to the water behind your house, or be kind to the animals, you know? But if you have that connection, that purpose, then you strive to make those connections with the tree and the land and the koala or the bug and the person. You strive to have that, because in the end, that's what we want. That's what we should want to crave, is those connections. That's where it's, for me, what it is. And the more I see it disconnected and broken and polluted, the more angry, the more my anger turns into passion. And that's why we do this nonstop.
And you say
I
all
couldn't
the
live
time.
without doing it.
No.
I don't know what I would do.
Well, if it wasn't this nonprofit, it'd be something else.
It'd be some other project.
Doing something else similar but different. But you say all the time that there's so many lonely people in the world. They're just
God, it makes me
disconnected.
cry thinking about it.
And you
It's
say
so
it
sad.
all the time when you see one, it's like, just want to give them a hug. So you're connected to everything else, and you're a part of it. And whether you realize it or not in the moment, and
I don't
yeah,
want
that's
people
your
to feel
thing.
lonely.
You're lonely. You're
they
not lonely, but that's
Because they
that's your
shouldn't.
thing.
If they just went out in nature and they talked to other people and they let go of this thing of who they should be, what they should own, and we're all trying to be the same. And if you celebrate being different and being unique and filling a niche, just like the dung beetle and the koala and the shark, we all have these different niches and we should be celebrating it and embracing and loving each other for that. And if we did, we wouldn't feel so damn lonely. So when I see that with people, I see that they feel like they failed and lost at this fake game. That's not what life's supposed to be about. And I want to give them a hug and say, don't believe that. That's not real. That's not real. We created that. It was a survival technique of some people in order for them to make money and survive better than us. And you don't need that. I'm shaking when I start talking about this kind of stuff. But that's my why, and I don't know if that fully makes sense, but that's what keeps me going every single day.
It's the deepest question we ask ourselves, and it's most of the time the hardest question we ask ourselves.
Yeah.
And I agree with you on that. So let's say if you had to sum it up in one single word, what would be like one word you think encapsulates like
Connection.
connection?
Beauty.
Awesome.
Love.
That's great.
Yeah. Love. Yeah.
Connection,
It all
beauty,
comes back to love.
And really, that's all
It's
the
all the
same.
same
It's all the
thing.
same thing.
Yeah. It's all the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get rid of the word,
Yeah, it's still
the
the same.
words. That's at the heart of it. Yeah.
So that's going to conclude today's interview with Tim and Stephanie. If you guys have any more questions for them, please go check out their website and their Instagram to see more of the tiny home and their day-to-day activities as they're going through their travels. You know, be sure to subscribe to them. It's an amazing cause. You can see the passion that they have behind it. So please go check it out. That's going to end today's episode. So I'll see you guys next Sunday, and have a good day. Bye.
I told you things I did before, told you how I used to be.